What's up, everybody? Welcome to the BIC Flex 4 Free-For-All Pro Exhibition. Tonight we have a little special treat. They're going to be playing a free-for-all that has no bloom for you. So let me go ahead and introduce you to the pro players that are going to be playing tonight. We have Amish Acorns. Oh yeah. Hysteria. Pistola. Mr. Roy your boy. And over here on this side, we got Snipe Down. Strong Side. And of course, we got Heinz and T-Zoxic. No screen watch. I know you're on the same team. Actually, yeah, right. That's all they're going to do. All right. Well, Scott, Chris, back up to you guys. I'll let you guys get this thing started.
God, did I love those intros. Strong Side!
Oh, God. And you heard the cheer from the crowd for Side. He actually, I believe, is going to be the one we're going to start it off with for this game. He was the most popular tweet, I should say.
Indeed.
So you can see him right there, that cute little face. But he's getting ready to to play in this big free-for-all. And Strong Side's another guy we talked about. He got his start through Halo, through the free-for-all, and that's how he started getting his name known and got picked up on a big team.
Yeah, so he's definitely very familiar with free-for-all. He was also very good at 1v1s. He actually was one of the few to actually beat Karma in a one-on-one back in 2007 when they played on the side. So definitely hats off to him. He knows what he's doing here. This is where the Strong Side was actually formed back in the day when we used to do Tour de Walshes, which is 1,000 kills. Strong Side just started putting his head in between his legs, running around and annoying the living crap out of everyone he played against, and it kind of stuck around since.
Developing a perfect strategy, helping to get away when you're running away, put that head down, way harder to hit that headshot, and it's called the Strong Side, named after him during his free-for-all days. So another, we talked a little bit about Amish as well, another free-for-all, quote-unquote, Combine kid who got his start winning the free-for-alls in Halo 3 at the Combines. So, you know, he definitely has in his head a switch that he can go kind of between the 4v4 free-for-all formats. So he's going to be another huge player to watch out for.
Absolutely. And, you know, I was actually a part of that combine, and I looked at Amish Acorns, and I said, you are very talented at free-for-all, so he could definitely carry it over here. But, you know, someone who we haven't given any love to, but it's Hysteria. Hysteria used to be very good at free-for-all back in the days of Halo 2, and I think he could definitely shine here. But instead of talking about it and trying to guess as to what we have no idea what we're going to see, let's just jump into the match. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the BIC Flex 4 Free-For-All Pro Exhibition style, and we are going to be jumping into Zealot.
There we go, kicking it off with Strong Side. You can see right off the beginning, giving it a little crouch, seeing if anything shows up on his radar. And the one thing we do have to note, for those of you, you see the picture in the bottom left that's actually hiding what these players have, a motion detector in that bottom left. Players that are moving around are going to show up as red dots on their screen. You can see Strong Side somehow making his way to the area with about 3 other players only getting 1 kill in the process, though.
And this is no bloom, ladies and gentlemen, so we got this one right. Round of applause for that. Yes, indeed. Definitely very interesting to see. This is really going to change. It's going to take about a good 45 seconds to really adjust to no bloom from playing bloom.
The huge thing about the no bloom versus bloom is that players are not used to shooting as fast as possible. A lot of these players have developed a certain amount of timing in their shot. They like to pace it, especially depending on the distance. So, but the thing with no bloom, since it's not going to blow up, you can shoot the DMR as fast as you possibly can, and it's going to take, like you said, about a minute for these players to adjust to the fact that they could do it. You see Strong Side right there.
Perfect example.
Waiting for that shot. He didn't, kind of confused a little bit with the no bloom, but eventually these players are going to get right into it. They're very good at adapting.
Why isn't my reticle blowing up for some reason? The Master Chief can flip tanks, throw grenades thousands of feet, but he has a hard time controlling his aimer. But not in this exhibition, he doesn't.
Yes, more realistic, I should say. What we see now is we jump on board with Pistolos down 8-4. The leader actually being T-Zoxic. I got a few messages, actually some tweets, saying T-Zoxic has been practicing a lot for this, and he has been really looking strong.
Yeah, and T-Zoxic's definitely off to a very good lead here. He is up by 3 kills. The next highest is Strong Side. but this is the very early stages here of this free-for-all. And Chris, if there is one thing we know, that at the 10-minute mark we see normally a new leader, at the 5-minute mark we see a new leader, and then at the last couple minutes we see as the leader really just emerges and pulls away from the others.
The big thing right here for these players is going to be to keep pace with the leaders of the game, especially in the beginning. It's almost like you mentioned Tour de Walsh, the 1,000-kill free-for-all. On a much different scale, it's sort of like the Tour de France. You want to keep on pace with the top guys. You don't necessarily have to make your necessary move right now. You just got to kind of stay close, and as the game kind of winds down, that's when you're going to want to make your move at around the 5-minute mark.
Absolutely. So now we are going to be checking out Tazoxic here. And Tazocic's definitely a player who I would not have predicted to be in the running for this winning, but he's doing a very good job. But now I am very interested to see Roy actually play with no bloom, as Lennox screams in my ear he loves us and completely throwing me off task. And I am saying that in there because I lost my train of thought.
Well, Roy, you can see he's only got 5 kills. Obviously, got 7 behind the leader as he's going to see a stereo under the base, but no bloom, giving him the filthy 5, but is going to be taken down underneath his own base. And hopefully we get some stats. Zoxic's still in the lead, but Amish Acorn's doing a good job actually keeping somewhat pace. When we went to his screen a little bit earlier, when I looked at it, he was getting a triple kill. But you can see Tazoxic snipe down 14 and 13 kills respectively. They are your top 2 leaders.
And people just get absolutely melted with no bloom. As you saw, as Amish Acorns came right off the spawn, normally with no bloom, he would have probably gotten away there, but he got annihilated as Hysteria is going to hit a little bit of a windmill and miss his last couple shots there. But that is so, it happens so often in free-for-all because you get in these really awkward battles that you don't necessarily get used to in 4v4.
And I keep seeing these players actually pacing their shots a little bit somewhat. You see Hysteria now knowing he actually paced it a little bit ago, but knowing now that he does not need to do that, and there you see it as he's going to try to run away. But Tazoxic with a commanding 5-kill lead over Strongside and Snipedown, who are in 2nd place with 14 kills.
Yeah, and now just taking a look at Hines here. He is in 4th place, and Hines definitely looking to see how he's going to be playing, because I am a Dynasty fanboy, and I want Dynasty to win the national championship. And, you know, I wouldn't be too happy. I mean, I wouldn't be too mad if him or Tazoxic won this big Flex 4 free-for-all.
And I want to make another correction. I know I talked about the radar a little bit earlier, but this Pro Free-for-all game is actually played without any radar. No bloom, no radar. Again, sorry for the confusion, but just wanted to clarify that so you could see as Hines actually went for that back smack. The opposing player had no idea that he was coming. And we see now is Tazoxic still actually in the lead, but only by 2 kills. As we see a furious push, I believe, by Strongside.
Yeah, Strongside was able to pick up a triple kill, and he is still in a commanding lead. But notice how every time we kind of switch around, we see as players are still desperately fighting for those landings, that landing position, but it's not working out for them. We are seeing as Strongside got that triple kill from the flag, and he was able to pick up 2 kills from the landing and got an easy kill from the bottom middle. So now we are seeing as the flag is definitely the dominant position, and Strongside is having a field day with these guys.
Strongside picking up another kill with a 2-kill lead over Tazoxic, who's in 2nd place. And we talked about him, Strongside, one of the free-for-all players that we've talked about in the past, where he got his start. And I remember talking to Walshy, and we actually had a chat about Strongside and free-for-all, especially with the addition of Sprint. And as soon as I mentioned the fact that Sprint with Halo Reach, Strongside, and free-for-all, Walshy just kind of rolled his eyes and went, I don't even want to play. I won't even play Strongside because of the Sprint, the ability for him to get away. And that's such a huge factor in these free-for-alls.
Absolutely, as Strongside's going to be stuck, but he is now a 4-kill lead, and the player who we have yet to check out, and I would love to, is going to be Snipedown. Now, Snipedown is a very avid player of No Bloom, even regardless his team did periodically would do scrims of No Bloom before this national championship event, and he personally loves it. He says it makes Halo Reach that much more fun, and people die when they're supposed to online, which has always been a problem with the Bloom.
Halo notoriously is hard to kill people online. Latency is obviously going to be playing an issue. We see Snipedown making his way top middle, picking up that backsmack, and now going to be going through gold and trying to grab one shot, but ends up literally jumping between 2 players fighting. They both just kind of say, what is this one shot doing here? Pick him up and then resume fighting. What we still see is Strong Side in the lead with 29 kills. Snipe down low, getting the double beatdown.
Don't do it, he won't! Oh, thank God.
Hysteria managing to get that final shot. I wonder with Bloom whether or not he would have been able to do that, but we saw no Bloom. These guys, the shots going exactly where they want them every single time.
Chris, I'm just going to go ahead and put you on the spot here. Which do you like better, Bloom or no Bloom?
I have to go with no Bloom, Scott.
Yep.
As a Halo player
here,
for a long time, I never really understood the Bloom concept, but Bungie decided to kind of give it to him. A little bit of a throwback to the Shadowrun days. A lot of the guys who made Halo Reach also made Shadowrun, which contained Bloom. That's kind of where the idea came from. But now we see Hines actually in second place with 28 kills behind Strong Side. Tazoxic kind of falling a little bit farther back with 26. So a little bit interesting. Hines, someone we really didn't talk about, especially in a free-for-all sense, starting to make a push for the top spot.
And you have to wonder if him and his teammate are cheating because they're sitting next to one another. I'm kidding. Back in the day, that was definitely the thing you did. If you sat next to your teammate, you cheated. That was a fact.
Unfortunately, I should say fortunately, we do not have that problem on the main stage, as the refs have been looking out. We have some of the best refs in the world. They know everything that goes on during the games, and they're going to make sure no shenanigans is going to be happening in this free-for-all. The winner's going to take it fair and square, but Hines only 3 kills behind the leader, and there's still about half of this free-for-all play to go. We got 7 minutes. 7:30 would be the halfway mark. And we can see one player, though, Scott, that I mean, we talked about him. That one, the Pistola, who just got the kill on Hines. Where has he been?
He is sitting in the 6th spot. He is having kind of a rough game. He is actually at the bottom left of your far left monitor, and he is just getting slayed off the beginning. Hasn't really got into a groove, but Pistola's always been known for those last-minute pushes in free-for-all, so you can't ever count the guy out. And plus, you know, with all the practice that Instinct has put forth going into this tournament, I doubt they ever played any no Bloom. They've been focusing strictly on the Bloom, and that's going to play a big factor here in the tournament play.
You see Instinct's members, Pistola in 6th, Roy in dead last. Roy, considered by many the best player in this game. I mean, him, Formal, Pistola, I think kind of round out most people's top 3 players in the game. But you can see in the free-for-all mindset, I guess they're really just necessarily not up to the par as some of these other guys. Their brains aren't hardwired right now for free-for-all. They're more focused on the 4v4 competition happening this weekend, and you can see Strong Side is starting to pull away a little bit. A 5-kill lead over 2nd place.
You know, I think Strong Side doesn't even have to play free-for-all to be good at it. He is just naturally gifted. Maybe he plays 4v4 slightly like free-for-all. I mean, he is the main slayer, and when you team with Strong Side, you pretty much just unleash him. You're like, okay, here's the sniper, here's full support, just go in there and kill everything, and we'll do our best to get the flag.
And the thing that's been interesting about Strong Side's gameplay in this free-for-all is he hasn't been running to a certain spot. I've literally seen him go every single place on the map, take crazy routes. You can see right there, going from top gold all the way down into the bottom of the base.
No. This is a very good characteristic here. If you look at the HUD, you will notice that Strong Side's eyes are moving from the left to the right, and he is screen watching his 2 teammates, or the 2 people who are sitting next to him, and he is making them pay. So very, very sneaky play, but very smart as well.
Big thing with these guys, teammates screen watch, just to get a little sense of where their teammates are usually in the games. It's kind of a habit that you can't really break, especially for this free-for-all. But I don't think he's trying necessarily to do that, but you can see right there in the bottom left.
It's fair game.
It is.
It was not in the rules.
All players are allowed to do that, so that is fine. You just cannot basically go with a teammate and plan anything out. You can't cheat in that instance. Screen watching completely legal. What we see now is Tazoxic, who was in 1st place, only 4 kills behind, now 3 kills behind Strong Side, and starting to make a push of his own. We've got 4 minutes left in this game, Scott, and we've talked about it. This is about when players start to make their move to the end of the game, and we're going to see kind of the front runners really start to emerge.
Yeah, the people who are in the lower tier here are going to be very frantic and going to be extremely sporadic with their movements and just charging aimlessly, trying to get as many kills. And the people who are at the top who have more composure will very easily pick them off. And especially with no Bloom, I don't know if you've really paid attention, Chris, but the long range is absolutely ridiculous, and people just die so fast, and I can't stress that enough. It is a completely different game.
You see, if we're just going to look at it right now, you've got Strong Side with 48 kills, the next highest being Hines and Tazoxic, 45, 44. And really, I think these 3 players are going to be the only ones to challenge Strong Side down the stretch. You've got 38 kills by Snipedown. He's going to be the next highest. And I think 11 kills is a little bit too much for Snipedown to really get back into it. So we can see kind of the 3 players that have separated themselves. And Scott, we've talked about in the previous free-for-alls, when it starts getting down into the end of the game, when you die, instead of focusing on just getting kills, you kind of focus a little bit about finding those other guys near the top and shutting them down in the game and not allowing them to pick up any other kills.
And the one thing I'm noticing by watching Roy here is he plays on 3 sensitivity, and he's never really changed it, but in free-for-all, it seems to just be 1 notch too slow. He can't turn around and get those easy one-shots that some players will. Snipedown personally plays 4 sensitivity, and that's going to make a difference. Pistola plays 5, but it seems as though he's just having a little bit of a hard time controlling it. Clearly, he hasn't warmed up properly for this event.
You see Snipedown now making his way into top middle area, especially without radar that most people might not be looking at. He's going to be dropping in on Strong Side. Strong Side trying to get away. Asteria is actually going to pick him up. And hopefully if we get a stat line here, I believe Strong Side's still in the lead by about 4 or 5 kills with only 2 minutes left to go.
Yep, and he is up by 5 kills to Zoxic. Now is going to be taking that 2nd place spot over his teammate Hines. He is desperately trying to get this 1st place, but he has his work cut out for him. He has a minute and 45 seconds left to go in this free-for-all. It is time to make moves, but Chris, will Strong Side prevail as the dominant one? No, he will not, because Zoxic is pulling things. Oh my God, it's just impressive. I was going to say something, but I completely bailed on it.
And a Snipedown headshot on Snipedown as he's going up the lift. Those are the kind of shots you don't see with with Bloom. You can see No Bloom, the shot's so precise, those headshots so awesome. But Strong Side still kind of pulling away a little bit. You see 5 kills still in the lead from Zoxic. Only a minute and 20 seconds left to go. Zoxic starts to need to pick up some multi-kills right now.
70 seconds to go on play. We are jumping on board with Strong Side as he gets a guaranteed kill from across the map because No Bloom enables you to do that. Make that a double kill. He is running bottom middle now. He is going to be pushing up to the blue flag. All around, it seems as though all the commotion is going to be taking place at red flag. Snipedown's the only one at the top gold area. Hysteria is now airing up. He's got a triple kill. He is definitely being a nuisance, and we are seeing a killing spree from Strong Side running top middle.
Strong Side managing to kill not only to Zoxic on that play, but also Hines, the top 2, I guess, competitors for the top spot right now, kind of shutting him down. And you can see Strong Side, the Halo gods are just shining down on him.
He's always had that luck. He's always had this luck. In every game he's ever played, he's just been so lucky. But look at this. Roy's not paying attention. Give me the back smack. I only have 64 kills. Make that 65 as we have 15 seconds left. Will he get this kill as well? Yeah, sure. Why not? Strong Side is just dominant. Next season, I can tell you who I'm going to be watching.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. This is effectively over. Strong Side is going to be your BIC Flex free-for-all champion, winning this Pro X edition. Congratulations to Strong Side, showing everyone that he's still got what it takes in the free-for-all.
Definitely a good sign for Apex Revolution there. Sporting the new jersey. I like those jerseys, Mike. I know you can hear me. Those are nifty. Congratulations on your 1st place finish. Taking a look at the scoreboard here, we see as Hines took 2nd place, Zoxic coming in at 3rd, Hysteria 4th, Snipedown 5th. I got your Pistola at 6th, Roy at 7th, and Amish Acorns tied him at 8th. But he had more deaths, so he is going to be getting that 8th place spot.
And Strong Side going positive 20, going huge. It's kind of a funny trend. Usually in free-for-alls you see as the assists start pretty low from the top guy and the buys at the bottom seem to always have kills that get away. But we have Shibby down on the floor with the winner, Strong Side.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Strong Side, come on up here, buddy. Woo! Dominating performance. Positive 20, he said. All right, I'm going to present you with your BIC Flex 4 free-for-all Pro Exhibition plaque. You put that. Where are you going to put that up at?
I'm going to put it on my mantle or something. I don't know. I'm just excited that I won. Hell yeah.
That's right. Well, thank you to BIC Shavers for making all this possible, guys. Guys, give them a round of applause. Dominating performance. Go for it. All right, congratulations once again, Strong Side. And guys, stick around because coming up is the premiere of the Dr. Pepper Ultimate Gaming House Season Finale Act 1. So stay tuned for that.